What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another Meta Monday, where we take a look at the top deck of the week in the weekend ranked tournament. This weekend, we had a deck that Monstar, aka Card Hero, made, coming in first place. It was then later perfected by my teammate, Krumpy, who I think his version of the deck is even better. Speaking of my teammates, they did excellent this weekend. We got Krumpy and Mirage coming in 5th and 6th. Nacho Samurai is not done yet, and he's at 18. And then we got myself and J-Money pulling up the rear with 17 wins. Also, the Nacho Samurai this weekend took home the very first ever TST tournament trophy. Winner Nacho Samurai, very well done by him, sweeping Apollo and LC Hammer in the final bracket. Unbelievable job by the Nacho Samurai. Well-deserved tournament victory. He has this nice NFT trophy, courtesy of TST. Very cool event. But let's take a look at the deck that Krumpy played in the weekend ranked, and then I'll show you my slight modification, because I do not own Chiron the Teacher, which is a phenomenal card for this deck. It costs 1. It has Regen 1, and this is a Regen deck. It gives another friendly creature +1/+1, like a Shield Bearer. It gives Burn 1 to an enemy creature, and it removes 1 durability from your opponent's relic. So if you're playing against a Skull Scepter, for instance, that's all you need, is this card to remove the Skull Scepter, which otherwise is going to be very problematic. And if you're playing against the Jaguar Staff, typically your opponent's going to hit something with the Jaguar Staff on turn 1, and it's only going to have 1 durability left. Chiron is all you need to get rid of that second durability. So he is huge in this deck, and I do not have him. So I made a slight modification and put in Freya's Spear, which gives Afterlife to your other creatures on Roar and on Afterlife, which does also work very well with Trial of the Hydra, which gives +1 regen to each friendly creature and then gives +X based on the regen. So this deck is very much regen-centric. You have the Jaguar Staff spitting out Black Jaguars, which have regen. You've got your Nefarious Briars, which remove durability from your opponent's relics and also has regen. It's got the Agridor Protector, which also has regen. So this deck is just a powerhouse here, and they're probably going to have to nerf Trial of the Hydra after this weekend. It's too good. So, without further ado, let's dive in and take a look. Alright, so we're going to play the God Power, small furry creatures that are confused. Small furry confused creatures. We're going to get rid of all these cards. This is too much removal typically, but against Slayer, it's hard to get rid of removal. They're both going to come in pretty handy here. Not a huge fan of the Card Shark, but I don't want to get stuck with something worse.
The calm before the storm.
So let's see what we can do here.
Brace yourself.
Typically, I want to be the aggressor, but against Slayer, and with this starting hand, I think I'm just going to go ahead and... Okay.
Answer the call.
Well, there you go. Who's aggressive now? Not him. He should be more aggressive. Maybe he's not playing the typical standard... He's not playing the typical standard Slayer list. He's playing a Jason. So... I guess we didn't have to be concerned about him just hitting me in the face constantly.
Awaken.
Maybe this is more of a control nature. This is very nice now because we can go ahead and take this out and be nice and mana efficient here. Use up every last mana. Let's see what's going on in the Sanctum here. Nothing exciting. This card wins games. This card was actually the card that won Nacho the TST tournament. With an epic play on his part, finding the Elixir of Snake in the Sanctum. Okay. A little brutal, but now we had a nice big frontliner. We found our broccoli. I'm gonna start going face here with my weapon. I really wanted to keep my weapon hits to help control his board, but he hasn't played a board.
Or night, war endures.
My turn.
Ooh. So we could either use the Staff of Roots to take out the Viking Longship, or play the Jag Staff, take out Jason. I'm going to go ahead and opt for the earlier play, as this will allow me to also do this, and God Power. And now the only thing we have to worry about is Carnage Sweep. But who plays Carnage Sweep with Slayer? No chance he Carnage Sweeps right here. 0%. We tempted fate, but he didn't do it, so we survived to see another day. And once we get this Jag Staff going, it's going to finish this off. It would be nicer to play this if he had a creature on board, as you want to get your first hit out immediately with the Blitz. Otherwise your opponent could just remove both durability, and then you've wasted 5 mana on nothing. At least if you play it and get just 1 hit, you're doing 3 damage plus summoning a Black Jag. So I'm going to go ahead and play it safer. Also, next turn we're going to have 6 mana, so we could play this Bull if we wanted to. Which I'm still nervous that he may have Carnage Sweep here. And we're now offering him 15 favor, which will put him 1 shy of this and 1 shy of this. And I also have my eye on this because I could buff my broccoli.
Seasons pass.
But I think I'm going to go ahead and do this, because he actually could buy it if he also hits the face with the Blade of Sticks. Plus, yeah, I don't think he could have. Oh, there you go. 1 damage to each creature. I'll pick up a little bit of favor. Now this is a beautiful target.
My turn.
For my Jag Staff. This is a beautiful turn after Jag Staff because we're going to have 2 Jags. Conceivably. So if we hit something next turn with this, even if it's face, and then play Trial of the Hydra, it's pretty much GG's unless he happens to have a Carnage Sweep, which he still could. We have no idea what deck this guy's playing. It's a weird one, that's for sure. Scout is also a great option with 2 creatures on board. If I had something else for 3 mana that was worth playing, I would probably opt for this, like 2 Steadfast Scouts. Instead, it looks like we're going to hit face. And then just take all my creatures to buff city. pray that he does not have Carnage Swoop. Even if he does, we have the Bull, and then the turn after we can God Power plus Steadfast. Should be in decent shape. This deck can pop off as soon as you start playing those Trial of the Hydras. Even if like this creature didn't have any regen to begin with, it's now a 2/3. This had 1 regen. That's now a 3/6. This is a 5/5. Hirticus.
My turn.
And that's gonna do it. Nice top deck to make sure my confused creature hit the right target. And GG's Jacko. 80. Alright, so there you have it for this week. Hopefully that was helpful. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you check me out on Twitch down here. I'll put a link in the description to the deck list that I used, and also to the deck list that Krumpy made. And once again, congrats to my fellow Neon members for a great weekend. Thanks to TST for hosting their tournament. Make sure you check out, also in the description below, a link to sign up for the tournament that I am hosting with Trigger Haven coming up this weekend. This weekend. You need to be registered before this weekend, and then you just need to play 15 games during the weekend ranked, just any games at all, just to prove you're a real person and not a bot, and that you actually are going to play games. And then we will send you some instructions once you're verified, and then you'll be registered for the giant bracket tournament that has almost 80 plus people so far registered. So make sure you guys register. There is legendary chests, there is rare chests, there's all kinds of prizes, there's viewer prizes for the event that we're going to be hosting, hopefully on October 31st, Halloween night, when the finals are hopefully scheduled to take place, but we still have a lot of logistics to look into, so stay tuned on that as well. And all right, I'll see you guys next week.